Crystal Palace any the more you know. Kakra. But I think say for me, back down to making the right decisions. Say club na when is what who be that when you more. Udwa sukona who make the right decisions I bow. Time ana Steve Parish, the owner of Crystal Palace, Omopamo Patrick Vieira Manakono. They wanted a coach, Obetimi, Ababe replacing. That time, no, there were pressure on them to say, Omobe, how Moho, no, Makophobia ban tentem. But Rich, they took a decision to go to Frankfurt and bring in Oliver Glasner. And for me,
a payoff.
Yes.
And the FA Cup, as a Liverpool, a community shield.
Before I know Bebano. Na or the Frankfurt. Aye BB, I'm obi say, coachy, so on your platform be kakano on your backing be with Sika. Obetimi aye BB. Now Rich again. I go back to the problem I am English for no omuwa with foreign coaches. They be on best of woman go for so it is not true. So foreign coaches in the back England as well. Look at what they are able to do as compared to English coaches inside the clubs in the Edinburgh or more. In general, so yeah, not Steve Parish or VVIP ho. And I think say he'll be telling on in the board and say, look, we took the right decision to bring this man Oliver Glasner to your team. Oba Rich, Wabeji FA Cup, Wabeji Community Shield. And look at the confidence at Crystal Palace at the ball. Look at their team structure. They're playing a three-backer. Or transitions with attack and defense solid. And Rich. And Kabaka say, oh, against Liverpool, Crystal Palace will have to depend on soaking a lot of pressure. But so again, they also created a lot of chances. And that is what these coaches give you. Tactical astuteness. And me winning now, I said, so no, this man is underrated. And from Crystal Palace, Rich, Emmanuel Young win Orlando a top job. Because the other one, you know, Enika. Now, for a lot of people, you know, Rich, do you know, say, Oliver Glasner and repeat the same lineup or they share Man City in the finals of the FA Cup, no, and one of the Liverpool. The same lineup. That is the lineup against Tima, your friend of Manchester City in the FA Cup final. And he repeated the same thing against Liverpool. And in the context of English football, Rich, and yet easy to beat Man City at Wembley. Then your next game is against Liverpool at Wembley and you win the trophy against them. It's not easy. And yet easy at all. And what Crystal Palace has been able to do, you know, Rich, enough from. Now, Obibisa said, was there a problem with Liverpool? I think yes. Who say Rich? These things, Ayana Setimbi Ewo, the backbone of success. When someone says, look, even within success, you're relaxing here and say, yeah, people don't agree. I remember when we came to do the analysis on Liverpool transfers and said even though there are some key positions they need to fix. Correct Liverpool supporters. Team be a cost come and I see no problem. I am not saying say the Liverpool team is not good. But Rich, and against Crystal Palace, look at the chances they were able to create against Liverpool and share the style of those chances, you know. Penetration passes from deep midfield, especially central midfield, through the Ayala, I find the through passes, you know. Crystal Palace were able to play through passes to Liverpool. Yes, Gavin Beckham, who was Liverpool and last season, almost so DMA, not all year Jumanima Omo. But you could clearly see, say, without him, Curtis Jones, Fran Viet, Szoboszlai, none of them. And then what the awareness say, I need to stand in this hole to prevent a through pass. Again, Rich, if you want to put pressure on the ball, they are trying to press in now. You need your defensive method to give you the shape to press. And you could clearly see, say, Enra, with Curtis Jones, Florent Verso was like, none of them was the leader of young organization. Then we can press very, very well. Because Senna Liverpool team also say, Kim, 1 or 2 passes, you have freedom to pass the ball to your striker. Chenra, boy, Omuboma, Jean Michel Mateta. Emma need to call result in the penalty. Look at the through pass to Ismail Assar. It was too easy. It was too easy. And me also say Anna Slot will be thinking about it. Now, Rich, you will give me here. I don't see a friend of Van Dijk say Liverpool here striker. Again, say, who the quad did you pa? Rich, and yet they take the right decisions. Why will we play in a community shield? Your captain say, boy, here striker. Rich, within some same week now, today is a new week. But within some same week now, Rich, Liverpool allowed their only known centre forward in Darwin Núñez to go to Saudi Arabia. You had a striker who had been with the team. Munyani replacements yet. But Liverpool are torn across Saudi Arabia. And now they will have to go and fight with Newcastle if they will get Alexander Isak. Rich, Sanke Ghana, and we would have called the administrator and said they are damp or something.
Mekai, Dr. Kekis upon time. Okay, Oton and Mohammed no, that's not going to go Africa.
I know the father Munina by.
And people were like, go Africa. We open and down on board the same competition. Oh, Tom best them out. And be ye, Okruma.
So on a Saturn
start here.
Now, me issue say, why would the captain of Liverpool play a community shield and after that say, you need strike away team?
Meanwhile, now we know Tom.
Meanwhile, who will be what number club was Saudi Arabia, and now you are going to chase a branch friend Alexander Isak, who is not yet your player.
Because me say I'm said that ness. So on Mamma Kokra, on Menya Isak and San
and yes, any transfers. When you get the replacement and I want your green lights now, they know say okay now the transition is being smooth.
So they catch it to me say, look.
Yeah, but yes, by a pen replacement, but they didn't do it. And as because I am not funny, you will see some people say, but okay, Obi taking side decision now. You would have come and done the same analysis. And to me, I was like, what are you talking about? And look, throughout this preseason, Rich, games in Liverpool, Darwin Núñez was scoring. He was scoring for them during the preseason. And he was scoring a striker's goal. And the Unjama call. Now Unyan replacement. Then play a game like this as a captain result to the season. Then your captain comes out to say, you're here striker. Or is he questioning the transfers at the club now? Is he saying, we have Darwin Núñez, Mama Branch at the call, but I'm going to be a share team. Is that what he's doing? And it means I can make a Sky sponsor. And then Kamikaze Englander. That would have been my caption to what Van Dijk Eka say. He is questioning the transfers of Team FL Liverpool. Say, why did they allow Darwin Núñez to leave? I've not only need replacement in the team, and that is what he has done. Rich, Omomoje Bibidino are putting a lot of emphasis on the time Jeremy Frimpong scored. He scored on the 20th minute, 20 seconds. And Rich, they are saying it is a goal from Diogo Jota. Especially where the circumstances with which Abuano got on net cinema. The guy didn't meant to score. That is the truth. Oh, crossing ball. But the trajectory of the ball to enter the net and the timing. Liverpool are retired 20 JC because of Jota. And on the day that they were playing a curtain raiser, Rich, on the 20th minute, 20 seconds, Kim and from maybe carried a ball that was meant for a cross into a net. And this is not for me, this is BBC. BBC say the time of Jeremy Frimpong's shot, which gave Liverpool a 2-1 lead against Crystal Palace 2020. The opposite of the year, who bet me at the Rich. Yambo Mama said, Maccato said, Rich, to win trophies, you need a very, very good goalkeeper, and he did the job. And we're on Crystal Palace and a celebrity. I watch a little bit of Chelsea. Rich, people must take Chelsea serious.
Including me.
Meaning, say, I've grown a woody when you say, AC Milan team, or those Sakura 40 years. My own say, Pepra Shevchenko. Actually, whole thesis for Facebook. CCAO. And I want to tag him as all Seremi. The man render apology to AC Milan. Pepra Agro. And I all know Rafael Unismo. They are young players. I think that even in history, this will be one of the youngest teams are a similar put it together. Rich, it is not about the results, a preseason game, but it is about how sharp Chelsea look. So we will be a only Chelsea fan, and also more you show home. The team look too sharp. And look, Rich, say Usha lineup na Maesca anywhere game nimna. I think so there's more focus on the tactics, and gradually, the Chelsea team is becoming a Maresca team. The way of person move on. And let me show you Bibi Kitobi in 1 minute. Chelsea come onto the field with a 4-2-3-1. This is how now Chelsea plays, Rich. Into a back four. No more 2 central midfielders, then 3 attacking midfielders, 2 of them are wingers. No omabomu 1 striker. No omudi kopoma edge no attend the whole behind the striker. No, Rich. So Obakaya, time Enzo Maresca by for front. The first problem was that, look, see Yenkuta Bona. Me pese me team e presse na omokoji bono. But to do that, you need to have the intensity to press. And yes, sir, it will be as a over so nanti and as a to me kakoji bono. Team a pass through some low intensity press and they get us and they are very vulnerable defensively. And Tubakaya, one of Chelsea earliest game and Maresca LPCC was against Man City. Almost woto. And that was what Enzo Maresca said. But Rich, in praying. And Marcus said to see a team say a year good no. Rich, and you when Okoshe go on ground. But look at the team without the ball. Then you understand, so this team is doing very, very well. She Maresca per se or Boboa onya a lot of movement. That is the reason why Obo a striker, Obo Neto Gittins, Kopama, Obo Enzo Fernandez with only Moise Caicedo as a non-defensive midfielder. But Rich, what he is trying to do, and say, at any point in time, one of the lateral defenders, must invert to come and help Abrantia, your friend Moise Caicedo.
To get the numbers.
To get the numbers in midfield so that they can put pressure on the ball. It is very, very important. And so what Chelsea see here, which even without Moise Caicedo money, Andre Santos mobile, you will understand, say, this team is gradually getting to understand Omukochino and how he wants to play. And Chelsea look compact without the ball, and they look so flamboyant with the ball. And when go manage home, the Pedro Neto say a cross or say a ping pong pass or Jao Pedro Edinitibe head say Rich, that is a typical strikers goal, and the build up to the goal. Actually, what Enzo Maresca ever say, oh yeah, Rich, me the man who see no.
Okay.
Pedro Neto, Rich, about the playing of Chelsea, he seems to have started so well. So well. Obi Awaye the personal trainer of Brazil. The moment he was bought or back, FIFA Club World Cup, then he started scoring. You bought tournament we aje. What you home ya saba? You both friendly games, and he's still scoring. in all honesty, I was one people I've been pulling the numbers after Chelsea turn and said he's not a great goal scorer. But Rich, the stats in the and the Chelsea is scary. And only at Brighton and Hove Albion. Not because of the way Brighton Ebono. Not on said that you be or the instinct to have presence in the box. But Rich, about Chelsea, when we say Chelsea will co-palmer when the cheat. The way Chelsea bono one inverted lateral defender Bebe Fifi, they will push Enzo Fernandez out on the cheat. And on yes over the cheat as a number 10. Also Gila boxing him, and whenever there's a cross or a pass in and around the box, he is there to score. Oshiri, you know, and the Delap only 2 goals back out. Delap said the second goal na Rich unim the deba mitrim. Yenya Nicolas Jackson.
On is it on Navy?
Michel Pedro, Jean Pedro say go. Delap say 2 goals. I'm say kai. And there is no coming back for Brantia friend Nicolas Jackson. Rich, unim, they had Nicolas Jackson. They say, and you born not Delap any Jao Pedro, airborne and Emma Chelsea. You say, Omu pushing to the sideline. You me indiscipline so come. Those red cards now. Rich, coach bien who are better say, Mania Brammy Bobo. Strike and
unnecessary.
Now I could do unnecessary. Then you cause the team. And Mafuno Rich, I want to say yeah, oh, and you're a German. No, football is a results-oriented environment.
Okay.
And when you keep on giving them that, not why he says or training on his own. And when you for me Chelsea say Newcastle bar Onya Obekonti and Hona Brenten Ebeko look Barcelona Congo the match. And then I name. It tells you the team is still intact and Bona Pesiabon and Wana Yabonti Rich. I think it was a good game for Barca. One grandpa the DBI in TJ and Yabia Hubia.
Okay. Yamrefi na Yamfefi Samno Emfa